Clara was a young crocodile who lived in the lush, emerald green waterways of the Everglades. Despite her natural habitat, there was a peculiar dilemma she faced. Clara could swim, but she wasn't as fast as the other crocodiles. Her peers would often race each other in the sparkling blue waters, and despite her best efforts, Clara always lagged behind, paddling determinedly but barely moving faster than a driftwood. She watched as her friends, Tom and Rex, zoomed through the water effortlessly, leaving trails of ripples in their wake. Clara felt her spirits sink every time they edged past her, smiling with carefree joy. Determined to learn to swim fast, Clara approached the oldest and wisest crocodile in the swamp, Old Gus. He was known for his vast knowledge and mastery of swamp survival. Old Gus, Clara began nervously, "I want to learn how to swim fast. Can you teach me?" Old Gus, with his deep laughter that sounded like gravel shifting, nodded thoughtfully. "Young Clara, speed comes from knowing the water's secrets," he explained. "First, you must learn to glide along the currents, feel them beneath your belly, and let them carry you." Clara listened intently, soaking in every word, determined to transform into a swift swimmer. The next morning, as the sun cast its first golden gaze over the swamp, Old Gus met Clara at the bank. "Today, we're going to learn how to read the currents," he instructed. Gus led Clara to a part of the water where the currents were strong and showed her how they formed paths in the water. "Can you feel it?" Gus asked, encouraging her to sense the subtleties beneath her. Clara concentrated hard, becoming attuned to how the water moved. She could feel the tug and push against her scaly body, learning to streamline herself to move like a leaf in the breeze. It was challenging, but she persisted, and with every swirl, she grew more adept at navigating. Over the days, Clara practiced diligently, honing her skills. She learned not only to read the currents but also how to adjust her paddling technique to maximize her speed. She studied her friends' movements, noting how they used their powerful tails to propel through open water. Old Gus watched her with proud eyes, seeing her transformation from a slow swimmer to one who could glide with such fluidity and grace, complementing her environment perfectly. "Sometimes, Clara," he said as she swam by his side effortlessly, "it's not always about being fast, but finding the rhythm that suits you." Clara giggled with excitement, feeling different yet better than she ever had. One afternoon, she decided to test her skills against Tom and Rex once more. She knew deep down her heart that this race wasn't just to prove her speed but to showcase her newfound understanding of the water. As they lined up beside the calm waters, ready to race, Clara felt a sense of calmness, unlike the nervous anticipation she once had. The race began, and Clara felt the currents guide her path, her movements merging harmoniously. Her body was a perfect conductor, seamlessly blending with the water's journey. To her surprise and delight, Clara found herself not just keeping up but sometimes leading the pack. Tom and Rex watched her in admiration, realizing Clara had embraced a true swimmer's essence.